And good morning class 12th students. How are you? Hope you everyone fine. Today I am just going to share some things in this chapter 12, simple queries in SQL. Okay, so as you know that in the simple queries SQL is a structured query language, and in this language we have discussed two more things. But today we are just going to discuss major topics or options on which we have to just do some better things in the SQL. Okay, so let us start with these things. Now we are just talking about that how can we just assess a database. What is a database? A database is a collection of data. A database is a collection of data. So the condition is that how can you just assess a database? Okay, so before you start making queries upon a data in tables, actually all of you know that we are just working with in a database along with a table. Okay, along with a table. If the table is existed, then we have to the tables is created in the database. Tables क्या होती हैं database में create होती हैं and you have to work with that table. So हम बात करेंगे how can we just use a database for creating the tables and any other things. So you need what you have to that you need upon a database for use it for creating the tables. You need a database for this. After logging into ms mysql, not ms mysql, you need to issue a command. Okay, what type of command you have to issue? So listen that this is the syntax. Okay, this is the syntax, and just erase all the things, those are just written over there, and you have to just see in this is okay. What is that? Use database name. Okay, first you write the use command. Okay, and then after write the database. Okay, then you have to just made this signature. This sign is just a semicolon sign. Okay, and that semicolon sign is used to just stop and it just execute. ठीक है, यहाँ ये ब्लॉक कर देता है और यहाँ से आपका स्टेटमेंट एग्जीक्यूट हो जाता है. For example, we want to work our sample database, namely managerial. Okay, suppose that managerial एक database है जिसको आप यूज करना चाहते हैं. So we shall write, ये तो MySQL ये क्या होता है, prompt होता है. It is a prompt, and in the front of the prompt you write use managerial and semicolon. It is just database change. Now your prompt is just working with this database. Okay, I hope all you fine and understand it. Once your database managerial is open for use, you can start issuing the commands that you will be learning in short while from now. Okay, here are some things like that. First is the select command. Okay, we have talked about what the select command. What is the select command, and what is the features of this? How can we just work with the select command? So students, listen carefully. Here is given the select command of SQL. Let make a queries on a database. Query on a database. What is the mean of a query in a database? Actually, query is a command that given to produce a certain specified information. Okay, which type of information? So specified information from where? From the database. अगर आप कोई query डालते हैं तो क्यूरी उस डेटाबेस से कोई ना कोई इंफॉर्मेशन को गैदर करेगा. क्या करेगा? कोई ना कोई इंफॉर्मेशन को गैदर करेगा. देन select command can use into to get in a various way. Okay, which type of ways you have to use the select command? Okay, it can be used to retrieve subset. Okay, it can be used to retrieve subset of rows or columns from one or more tables. Not necessarily from one table you get that the information from there. You will be able to just use the another tables also. In its simplest form, select statement is in the given below. How can the statements is given? You have just seen there right now. Suppose this columns. Okay, here is the first line. The first line, what see that the first line is saying that first of you just write the select. Okay, what is the select command, right? Then column name, then comma, again column, comma, again column. When you do that things, all the columns you have selected if you need it. Not all, I'm just going to particular selection. Okay, all selection I'm just repeated. How can you just do the all column selection in the what SQL? But here हम बताने ये जा रहे हैं कि सेलेक्ट कमांड से कौन कौन से आपके कॉलम सेलेक्ट किए जा सकते हैं, मतलब 2 4 सेलेक्ट करने हैं, 10 सेलेक्ट करने हो तो कैसे करेंगे, ठीक है। एंड देन आफ्टर इट इज नेसेसरी यू डाउन साइड राइट द फ्रॉम एंड सोर्स नेम यू जस्ट राइट फ्रॉम विच टेबल, ओके, एंड क्लोज द semicolon, use the semicolon. Suppose that here is a table in this name and owner, okay, name and owner, the two things I needed from that table. Suppose that one table name is what, pet, कोई टेबल है पेट, इसमें कई सारे फील्ड थे, कई सारे कॉलम थे, बस उसमें से मुझे 2 कॉलम लेने थे नेम और ऑनर के। कौन कौन से कॉलम लेने थे, नेम और ऑनर के। अगर मान लीजिए मुझे नेम और ऑनर का टेबल लेना था, वो लेना था, कॉलम लेना था, तो मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, इन फ्रंट ऑफ द SQL prompt you write the select, okay, this is the main function, and then after write the name of the what, write the name of the first column name and second column name with the comma separation, with the comma separation. Now you are just use the table name, okay, from pick table you are just going to get this information, okay, and then press the enter key. Automatically this things is happened, this things, those you are just seeing this thing is happened over there, this thing, okay. So all of you understand it. Now suppose that you want to increase the number of columns, so what you have to do, that you have to do increase after the comma separation, name the table, name the column, okay, and if you write the name the column, it is also executed from the pet, okay. करना क्या है, सेलेक्ट लिखना है, कॉलम्स के नाम लिखने हैं कॉमा सेपरेशन के साथ, और अपनी फ्रॉम से आप फ्रॉम कमांड से अपना टेबल सेलेक्ट करके सेमीकोलन क्लोज करके आप एंटर प्रेस कर देंगे, ऑटोमेटिकली ये आप देख रहे हैं आपका डेटा मिल गया आपको, ठीक है। नाउ द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज दैट what is the procedure to selecting all column at a times, all columns, okay. So you need this option, okay. First off you have just read the statement. If you want to see the entire table, every column of a table, you need not give a complete list of column, आपको कोई ज़रूरत नहीं कि पूरे की पूरी लिस्ट ही दे दें, ठीक है। You should use to the asterisk sign, ठीक है। asterisk sign you should use can be substituted for all complete the columns in the following, ठीक है। Suppose that you are just write select and asterisk symbols and then write from pet and semicolon, it is executed on all the columns of that table you able to see there. Next, what is the next is option is saying, next option is saying the recording columns in a query result, okay, actually reordering, sorry, recording I'm saying that reordering columns in a query list, okay. So it's a depend to you how can you just reorder of the column name like that. While giving a query, the result can be obtained in any order. For example, if you give select spices name sex from pet, so what does happen, the result will be having spaces and column, then name, okay, then sex, third column will be displayed on the shown below. You can write the column names any order and output will be having information exactly in the same order. जिस ऑर्डर में यहाँ आप नाम देंगे उसी ऑर्डर में आपका टेबल शो होगा, ठीक है। इसको आप पहले आगे कर देंगे, इसको आगे कर देंगे और इसको पीछे कर देंगे तो भी चलेगा। नाउ हियर इज द सेलेक्ट स्पेसिस एंड नेम्स एंड sex, okay, automatically from pet is given. Now eliminating redundant data with a keyword distinct, okay. Distinct, how can you use that? By default the data is select from all the rows of the table, okay. Even if the data appearing in the result get duplicate, the distinct keyword eliminate the duplicate rows from the result of the select statement, okay. For example, if the supplier tables store the name of the cities suppliers and he went to see that cities where the suppliers belong to, the table may be consist the more than one supplier belonging to the same city, but the result query should not contain the duplicate city name. Okay. So to do so, for that, select distinct city. Distinct city, it means city is a city is a city is a column in which, so supplier, in which supplier, तो अगर मान लो कई सारी होंगे सप्लायर होंगे तो कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि सबका एक एक करके दिखाएगा, ठीक है। बस सिटी एक ही दिखाएगा, दिल्ली एक दिखा रहा है, मुंबई एक दिखा रहा है, जयपुर एक दिखा रहा है, बेंगलोर एक दिखा रहा है, ये नहीं कि 10 सिटी आपको दिखा देगा, ठीक है। आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड इट नाउ। So here you can say that in the input there would be the duplicate rows. Whenever distinct is used, only the null values are returned in the result, no matter how many null values are encountered. Okay. If we are considered suppliers table chapter 15, you have to just seen that previously. Now what are the things there? अभी यहाँ देख सकते हैं, एक सेकंड देखो, स्पाइसीज में, ठीक है, स्पेसीज में देखिए क्या है, कैट है, कैट है 2 बार, डॉग है 2 बार, 3 बार डॉग है, बर्ड 2 बार है, स्नैक 1 बार और हामस्टर 1 बार है, ठीक है। तो हुआ क्या, जैसे ही मैंने यूज़ किया, व्हेन आई एम जस्ट यूजिंग दिस, ओके, यू हैव सीन देयर माई एसक्यूएल सेलेक्ट डिस्टिंक्ट स्पीसीज, okay, distinct species, automatically from pat is in the species column there should be 1 cat, 1 dog, 1 bird, 1 snack and 1 hamster. Okay, actually the double things are just close it and only single things is available over there. Okay, so till there you have to do the practices. Thank you. Tomorrow I will just talk to another things.